the hockey game that brought Travis Kelce to tears. The actions of an 8-year-old boy would shatter your heart. It was meant to be a simple date night at a hockey game. A casual evening out for Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. But the events that unfolded between them and a young boy in Section 104 would irrevocably alter all their lives. And the secret they kept about that night will restore your faith in humanity. The date was December 3rd, 2024, at the Kansas City T-Mobile Center. The Kansas City Mavericks were facing off against the Utah Hockey Club. Travis had surprised Taylor with tickets to what he playfully called America's most underrated sport. "I still don't understand icing," Taylor admitted, laughing as they navigated the crowd, attempting to remain inconspicuous in their baseball caps and hoodies. "Don't worry. I'll explain everything." Travis grinned, completely unaware that by the night's end, an 8-year-old boy would impart life lessons far removed from the intricacies of hockey. They settled into their seats during the first period when Travis noticed him, a small boy, perhaps 8 years old, sitting 3 rows below, wearing an oversized, clearly hand-me-down Mavericks jersey. But it wasn't the jersey that drew Travis's attention. It was the boy's solitude. "Hey, where are that kid's parents?" Travis whispered to Taylor, subtly gesturing towards the boy. Taylor followed his gaze, her heart immediately sinking. The boy clutched a small notebook, diligently scribbling notes while intently watching the game. Each time the crowd erupted in cheers, he would look around hopefully, as if yearning for someone to share the excitement with. Maybe they went to get snacks, Taylor offered, but a nagging unease persisted. 20 minutes passed. Still no parents. During the first intermission, Travis couldn't bear it any longer. "I'm going to check on him." "Travis, maybe we shouldn't," but Taylor was already following him down the stairs. Travis approached the boy cautiously. "Hey there, buddy. I'm Travis. What's your name?" The boy looked up, and Travis immediately noticed the telltale redness of tears welling in his eyes, though he valiantly attempted to conceal them. "I'm Danny," the boy replied quietly. "Danny Martinez." "Danny, where are your parents?" "Man." That's when Danny's lower lip began to tremble, and he pointed to an empty seat beside him. My dad was supposed to be here. He bought the tickets before he left." "Left for where?" Taylor asked gently, sitting down next to Danny. "Afghanistan," Danny whispered. "He's in the army. This was supposed to be our thing. You know, we were going to watch hockey together when he got back for Christmas. But," Danny's voice cracked with emotion. Travis felt a pang of profound empathy. "But what?" "Buddy, his leave got canceled last week. Mom said we should still go, but she had to work a double shift at the hospital because someone called in sick, and she couldn't afford a babysitter. So, I came by myself because I didn't want to waste Dad's tickets." Taylor's eyes welled up with tears. This 8-year-old boy had independently navigated public transportation to a hockey game, all to avoid wasting his deployed father's Christmas surprise. "Danny, how did you even get here?" Travis asked. "Bus," Danny replied. "Mom gave me money for the bus and told me to text her every period. She's picking me up after her shift ends at midnight." Travis looked at Taylor. Midnight was 4 hours away, and this child was alone in a hockey arena, striving to share a special moment with his father thousands of miles away. "Well, Danny," Travis said, "would it be okay if Taylor and I watch the game with you? We could really use someone who knows hockey to explain what's happening." Danny's eyes widened in surprise. "You want to sit with me? If that's cool with you," Taylor added with a warm, reassuring smile. But what Danny said next changed everything. "Are you guys famous or something? You look familiar. But I don't really watch TV much. Mom says we need to save money for when Dad gets back." Travis and Taylor exchanged glances. This child was completely oblivious to their fame, a fact that somehow made the moment even more poignant. "We're just hockey fans, buddy," Travis said. "Now, can you teach us about this icing thing?" For the next 2 periods, Danny became their personal hockey commentator. His notebook, it turned out, was filled with detailed game notes meticulously recorded to share with his father via video calls. "Dad taught me to keep stats," Danny explained proudly, showcasing pages of meticulously documented plays. He says, "When he gets back, we'll go through every game together." That's when Taylor noticed something that reignited the ache in her heart. In the margin of Danny's notebook, he had written Dad's first hockey game with the date December 25th circled. "Danny, is your dad supposed to be back for Christmas?" she asked softly. Danny's face fell. He was, but they extended his deployment. "Now I don't know when he's coming home." Travis excused himself to the restroom, but Taylor knew where he was really going. He was making phone calls. Meanwhile, Taylor remained with Danny, and what happened next was entirely unpredictable. "Danny, do you like music?" Taylor asked. "Yeah, but Mom can't afford Spotify anymore. I mostly just listen to the radio." "What's your favorite song?" "There's this one song. I don't know who sings it, but it's about shaking things off when life gets hard. Mom plays it when she's sad about Dad being gone." Taylor's breath hitched. Danny's favorite song was "Shake It Off," and he was completely unaware he was speaking to its writer. "Danny, would you like me to sing it for you? You know it." "I know it very well." And right there, in section 104 of a hockey arena, Taylor Swift quietly sang "Shake It Off" to an 8-year-old boy who believed she was merely a kind stranger. Danny joined in on the chorus, his voice gaining strength with each word. The surrounding spectators began to notice. Phones came out, but Taylor held up her hand, shaking her head. This moment was not for social media. When Travis returned, his eyes were red-rimmed, but a broad smile illuminated his face. "Danny, what would you say if I told you that your dad might be able to watch the rest of this game with us?" "What do you mean?" Danny asked, utterly bewildered. Travis pulled out his phone and opened FaceTime. After a few seconds, a man in military fatigues appeared on the screen. "Daddy!" Danny screamed, his voice so loud that half the section turned to look. "Hey there, superstar. Are the Mavericks winning?" Travis, through his NFL connections, had managed to contact Danny's unit and arrange for Sergeant Martinez to join them virtually for the 3rd period. But that wasn't the biggest surprise of the night. During the final intermission, the arena's jumbotron suddenly displayed a message. "Kansas City salutes Sergeant Martinez and his son Danny. Thank you for your service." The entire arena erupted in thunderous applause. Danny was on the verge of tears as his father appeared on the giant screen, saluting the crowd from thousands of miles away. "How did this happen?" Danny whispered to Travis. "Sometimes good things happen to good people, buddy." But there was much more that Danny didn't know, and that Travis and Taylor didn't reveal until months later. This was only the beginning. After the game, while waiting for Danny's mother to arrive, Taylor made Danny a promise. "Danny, I want you to have this," she said, handing him a brand new iPhone. "It's already set up with unlimited everything. You can video call your dad whenever you want." "I can't take this," Danny protested. Yes, you can, Taylor insisted, because every kid should be able to talk to his hero whenever he needs to. But Travis had an even greater surprise in store. Danny, how would you like to throw out the first pitch at a Chiefs game when your dad gets home? Really? 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 But there's one condition. You have to keep taking those hockey notes because when your dad gets back, I'm getting you both season tickets to the Mavericks. Danny hugged Travis so tightly that the 6'5" football player nearly lost his balance. When Danny's mother, Maria Martinez, arrived at the arena, she was overwhelmed by the scene before her. Her son was laughing and conversing animatedly with two strangers who had clearly made his night unforgettable. Mrs. Martinez, your son is incredible, Taylor said. He taught us more about hockey tonight than we've learned in years. Maria's eyes welled up with tears as she recognized who they were. Oh my God! You're Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. My son loves that Shake It Off song. I play it for him when he misses his father. We know. Travis smiled. He told us. But there's a crucial part of the story that never made the news, the part that reveals the true character of Travis and Taylor when the cameras are off. 3 weeks later, the Martinez family received a package with no return address. Inside was a letter. Dear Danny and the Martinez family, thank you for reminding us what true strength looks like. Enclosed you'll find a little something to help make this Christmas special. The first envelope is for Danny. It's money for a college fund because we believe he's going to do amazing things. The second envelope is for your mom. It's to help with bills while your dad is deployed because no military family should have to choose between work and being with their kids. The third envelope is the biggest surprise of all. Open it together on Christmas morning. All our love. Your hockey friends, TNT. The first envelope contained a check for $50, $0 for Danny's education. The second envelope held enough money to cover 6 months of Maria's mortgage and bills. But the third envelope, that's the one that brought them all to tears. It was a plane ticket for Sergeant Martinez to come home for Christmas. Travis, leveraging his connections with military charities, had personally funded emergency leave for Danny's father. Christmas morning 2024. Danny Martinez awoke to the sound of his mother weeping in the living room. He rushed downstairs, fearing something was amiss. Instead, he found his father home early from deployment, holding the letter from Travis and Taylor. Daddy, Daddy. Danny threw himself into his father's arms. I'm home, buddy. I'm home because 2 very special people wanted to make sure we had Christmas together. 6 months later, when Sergeant Martinez's deployment officially ended, Danny threw out the first pitch at Arrowhead Stadium. But before the game, he did something that surprised everyone. He sang Shake It Off for the entire stadium, dedicating it to the kind woman who had taught him that even when life gets hard, you can still find reasons to smile. Taylor watched from the VIP box, tears streaming down her face. That kid is going to change the world someday, Travis said, putting his arm around her. He already changed ours, Taylor replied. Today, Danny Martinez is in 4th grade, maintains straight A's, and still meticulously keeps detailed hockey stats to share with his dad, who never misses a game. He also has a standing invitation to every Chiefs game and every Taylor Swift concert for life. And every month, Danny receives a facetime call from his hockey friends, checking in on him and his family. The notebook Danny was writing in that night, he still has it. And on the last page, in his 80-year-old handwriting, it says, the night I learned that heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes they just sit next to you at a hockey game and make you feel like you're not alone. But the most incredible part of the story, this experience inspired Travis and Taylor to establish their own foundation for military families. It's called the Section 100 for Foundation, named after the seats where they met Danny. To date, they've assisted over 200 military families with everything from emergency leave funding to college scholarships for military children. And it all began with one 8-year-old boy who taught to superstars that sometimes the most significant moments occur when no one is watching. What are your thoughts on this remarkable story? Have you ever had a stranger unexpectedly change your life? Share your stories in the comments below. Because kindness is contagious, and the world needs more stories like Danny's. And if this story touched your heart, please hit that like button and subscribe for more untold stories about celebrities who use their fame to make a real difference. Because sometimes, the most beautiful stories are the ones that never make the headlines. What other acts of kindness do you believe are unfolding behind the scenes, unseen by the public? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to share this video with someone who needs a reminder that there are still good people in the world.